So our story begins in a utopian future, 2015. The sea levels have risen, allowing people to evolve the ability to drown. The remaining population of Earth is treated to a new friendly visitor. This woman has survived the onslaught because it wouldn't be much of a story if there was no characters. She's in search for a child for no nefarious reasons, and has faith that he hasn't already been killed by the kaiju. Luckily for her, the boy is alive and well, and attempted to use a payphone to talk to his Discord kitten. Believe it or not, the payphone doesn't work in an active apocalypse. The boy pulls out a Polaroid of a mysterious woman.
It's shutting its out. It's 100% female. It's toxic, but you overlook that. Smash.
A new mysterious girl watches the boy from a distance, just like what I do when I see your mother on the poles. Birds fly off and the girl disappears. Very spooky. The army shows up and leads the kaiju through their city, and they have an incredible amount of faith that it won't immediately body their population. The boy rightfully freaks the f**k out after witnessing Leviathan Larry, and the villain of the story ominously, I got it that time too. What's the next line? Watches as he force feeds us exposition, that being that they haven't seen angels in 15 years. The military launched missiles through the city because they don't care about the safety of the citizens, and they blast Chrome Dome with a gentle breeze. Surely that killed the angel, right? Yeah, you thought. Bro, our main character hasn't even done anything yet. These guys are f***ed. The kaiju is done playing with its food and pieces the f**k out, almost kills the kid, but is saved by the power of plot armor and a woman with a set of massive cans. The angel gets a blow to the face, just like your mother. And Melon's here, Granny shifts no double clutching like he should, and gets the hell out of Dodge. They launch another missile because it almost worked the first time, but the angel grips onto the phallic object and gets another facial. Unnamed Man 3 is upset that the missiles didn't work on killing his sleep paralysis demon, and Unnamed Man 4 says that they've used everything in their arsenal with no effect. So he believes that they should use something with a little bit more power.
Is that the work of the AT field?
Yes. Standard weaponry is useless against the angels.
Okay. If you were aware that that would have zero effect, why did you attempt? Woman watches as the military arm a deadly weapon, and the child observes the breast of a woman.
I can't believe it. They're arming an N2 mine?
Woman 360 scissor kicks the boy, chokeholds him, and slams him down. Fucking wish that was me. A nuke goes off in the middle of a populated city as everyone is killed, and our main characters embark on a journey 50 meters down the pavement. They survive this because of course they do. And now they're riddled with all forms of cancer and maimed bodies.
Got him!
Doubt.
Are you alright?
Yeah. My mouth tastes like dirt, though.
And my mouth tastes like c***. They attempt to flip the car over and it works. What are you, 2008's Incredible Hulk starring Edward Norton?
My muscles are getting bigger. Ooh.
Couldn't have done it without you.
Doubt.
I should thank you as well, Miss Katsuragi.
Call me Misato, alright?
I think I'll call you Mummy Milkers.
The blast was massive. It couldn't survive that.
What the hell?
I think you missed. Mummy Milkers takes the boy to a second location. They were able to get the car moving again with a couple of AA batteries. Bitch Boy is concerned that he's got into the car with a female Jeffrey Dahmer. To calm the boy, she says that he has a cute face and to take a fucking chill pill. Bitch Boy basically calls her an old hag. Mummy Milkers gets offended, chugs a 40 and starts a 1 week bender behind the wheel. Satan stands there menacingly as it waits for the humans to come up with a plan to kill it. How thoughtful. Mummy Milkers and Bitch Boy arrive at Area 51 to diddle some aliens. Bitch Boy asks if his father works here. Mummy Milkers says yes, and asks the boy if he knows what his father does for a living.
A teacher once told me that he has the admirable job of defending humanity.
Does this face look like it defends humanity? You know what? Fine. I'll choose to believe you. Not because I agree with you, but because this leads into a joke. He might defend humanity, but you're a part of humanity, and he would throw you under the bus for a rolled up 20 to blow off a leprechaun's dick with. And because of that, I don't think he would want to save humanity because you're a part of it. Softcock Smithers asks what the game plan is.
Use Unit 1, but there's no pilot for it.
Oh, we're just hard cut into our main protagonist. Whatever does this mean? We discover that the main protagonist has daddy issues. How creative. Surely this hasn't been done before.
Oh, I almost forgot. Did your father send you any ID forms?
Here.
Thanks so much.
This is a Taco Bell menu.
Oh, right. Give this a read through, okay?
Top secret files being handed to a child. Surely there won't be any problems that arise from this. That's like me telling my neighbors I killed someone and expecting them not to rat me out to the popo. My point is that this is a mistake. Just like me at birth.
This is no place for a lady wearing a skirt.
I would argue that this is the best place for a lady with a skirt. Normally I'd have to pay hundreds of dollars for a show like this, but luckily, I have a coupon. Sub and Dom arrive at their destination. Bitch Boy shits bricks and asks a brainlet question, the equivalent of do I need a therapist? The answer is no shit.
Is that a robot?
A robot? No.
You won't find any record of it. Huh? The ultimate man-made, multi-purpose decisive combat weapon.
It's a mouthful, but I'm sure your mouth is used to being full. That was a dick joke. Bitch Boy confronts his fears by having a conversation with his father.
Father.
Boss Man is like, lol, getting the fucking robot. This isn't a gun, silly. I don't own one of those.
Launch the Ava. We can't. Unit 0 is still grounded. Wait, you aren't talking about Unit 1, are you? And Ray? She's in no shape to pilot anything.
Lady, I don't think you get it. Ray isn't gonna be doing shit.
You will be its pilot.
Huh?
All I'm asking is that he simply sit in the cockpit.
She said cock.
So then, I'm supposed to jump inside and fight whatever I saw out there?
Yes! Think of it as legal murder. Fun, fun.
No! I don't want to!
Neon Genesis Teenage Rebellion. Roll credits.
After all this time, why now? You left me because I was no use to you, right?
Among other things, yes. Now hop to it, make yourself useful for daddy. I should be put on a list.
I cannot pilot this thing!
Oof, having a voice crack when you're trying to make your point. Don't you feel embarrassed? Conveniently, the kaiju has had enough time waiting around and starts blowing shit up. Mommy Milka says that he should stop being a pussy and to get the fucking robot,
Get in the Ava.
No, I can't.
and he refuses. Again, they say fuck it and get the girl who's on her little deathbed to do the job. The kaiju bar heart blasts a few hundred citizens of the city. Bitch Boy's about to die, cutting the runtime of the series short, but the robot that isn't even turned on prevents Bitch Boy from becoming a tomato sauce stain. Bitch Boy simps over a lobotomy patient and pulls a "I'll do this for you, m'lady."
I'll be its pilot.
Bitch Boy is inserted into the robot, becomes a pony in a jar and fucking dies. So they launch the robot and the future corpse to fight. As common sense would have it, Bitch Boy doesn't even know how to fucking walk, and falls over like a drunk white girl on a night out on the town. Bitch Boy starts getting stretched out like that drunk girl. Surely I can't put that in. Unit 1's arms get snapped and we discover that the pilot and the robot experience the same pain. You're probably thinking, why would they think that that would be a good idea for them to share the same pain? Even though turning that pain shit off is a possibility, the answer to that is don't ask dumb fucking questions and to shut the fuck up, bitch. And Bitch Boy starts getting used like a fleshlight. Instead of watching a battle of the gods, we hard edit to the morning after, because we ran out of animation budget. Unit 1 is in pieces, just like my ex-wife who was stashed under the floorboards awaiting discovery. What? She fell down the stairs. The Sith Council is talking about how sudden it is that the angels have arrived, but we later find out that this is bullshit. They literally have a Mayan calendar to tell them the exact time and date that this would go down. And yet they're still more surprised than my dog when I open up a jar of peanut butter.
Air conditioning is humanity's greatest invention.
I would think that the fighting robots with lasers would be more impressive, but I guess I wouldn't know what it's like to have a pool of sweat under my massive warlocks.
Once the Avas in this city are fully operational, things might work out.
Oh, you think we have a chance?
Have a chance? No. You have better chances finding jizz stains on hotel towels. Nerve arrange accommodation for Bitch Boy. Mummy Milkers doesn't like the fact that Bitch Boy will be living on his own, so she arranges a completely platonic sleepover party with a 14-year-old boy, and succeeds. But she wants you to know that she won't be having any funny business with a child.
It's not like I'm gonna try any funny business with some kid.
Ma'am, I didn't think that that was going to be an issue until you brought it up. Now I have questions.
Tonight we are gonna party!
Mommy Milkers says that they're gonna go have a party, so they pick up some grog and let your imagination run wild.
Guess I'm home.
Welcome home. It's a little messy right now, but don't worry about it, okay?
A little?
Isn't this so fun?
So they play rock, paper, scissors for who's gonna be on top. Bitch Boy loses and I get the arse end to myself. Mommy Milkers says that Bitch Boy smells like bin juice and forces him to get nude to wash it off. And instead of having a shower, gets his pube bowl polished by a penguin. Mommy Milkers is unfazed by a little boy's penis
Care to hide it?
and tells him to cover his flopper. We get a flashback of Bitch Boy's fight and how he survived. This fight goes on for 2 minutes or so. For the sake of time and my sanity, all you need to know is that he won because of bullshit, but they call it berserk mode. And he survives a nuke to the face because he upgraded that specific stat in his skill tree.
Oh hey, I didn't see you there. I love you.
Mommy Milkers wakes up to a phone call from Science Woman. She asks how it's going with her new boyfriend. Without hesitation or question, she says that Bitch Boy is doing fine.
How's it going with your new boyfriend?
Boyfriend? Oh, you mean Shinji, right?
Excuse me, what now? Platonic sleepover my ass. This harpy did some sinning and that is unforgivable.
Yes! Hell yeah! Yes! Come on! Yes! Yes!
Boy number 1 says that his sister was buried under rubble because of Unit 1's fight, and now vows a life of vengeance to kill the pilot, as Bitch Boy awkwardly listens.
Timing seems a little strange, don't you think so, Toji?
The children are in class as Old Man Smithers talks about the first impact, aka his Vietnam War stories. Bitch Boy gets a message asking if he is the pilot of the robot, and as a pursuit to get his dick wet, he has no issue divulging the fact that he is the one who leveled a number of buildings and broke the Geneva Convention. The children cause havoc as Old Man Smithers obliviously continues his war stories.
Any special attacks?
There's this, whatchamacallit knife that vibrates.
Oh, you mean like a dildo? You armed yourself with a dildo. Cool. Bully number 1 dislikes Bitch Boy because he flattened a building onto his sister. Don't worry, she survived. Don't ask. I don't know, man. And don't worry, Bitch Boy gets a knuckle sandwich to the face because of it. Bitch Boy says that he thinks the robot is lame and gets another knuckle sandwich to the face for good measure.
Knockout!
Big Daddy hears the good news that Bitch Boy just got wailed on and came to laugh in his face. The residents of the city notice that Kaiju Squidward is on his way to fuck some shit up. So the rich people piece the fuck out, leaving the poor people to fucking deal with it.
This is not a test. Announcing the commencement of the annual purge.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Nerve decide it's a good idea to pepper the kaiju with bullets, even though it shows zero evidence of working. So they continue anyway, and bottom bitch goes haha taxpayers money go brr.
What a waste of taxpayer money.
This is why from now on I'll no longer be paying my taxes. The bosses go, oh fuck, this isn't working. We need the Avas or else everyone will die. Mummy Milkers goes, how dare they ask us to do that? I refuse. And literally a second later does it anyway.
What a bunch of pushy jerks. We don't need them to tell us to launch our Avas.
Nerd
Boy wants to second along with Bully Friend to perform sin on each other.
I just want to see it once before I die.
Richard! Candace! I thought I'd find you here at the old glory hole! Some strange man is performing sin on you!
So the gay boys leave the safety of the old glory hole to investigate the encounter between Bitch Boy and the phallic kaiju.
Oh yeah, this is definitely the best day of my life. Oh, here he comes.
Bitch Boy blasts his load, gets whipped, drips, and loses his tip. He now has a maximum of 5 minutes to end this before he stars in a hentai. Bitch Boy gets launched into another reality where he's still a pussy, and is a pubic hair away from turning Bert and Ernie into home gnome mayonnaise. Who wrote this? I don't understand the joke I made. The phallic object arrives, Bitch Boy grips onto its 2 remaining pubes.
Shinji, let them into your cockpit.
Cock. The boys enter the robot, and Bitch Boy thrusts an eggplant into my wife's DMs. Next question, how do I get a wife? Bitch Boy arms himself with a knife and a threat, and the promise of death, all while screaming like a bitch. Luckily the villain's weak spot is visible, and readily available to Bitch Boy to win the fight, with minimal effort and time. Bully Boy feels bad about punching a woman in the face, and attempts to apologize to Bitch Boy, with no success. Bitch Boy is upset that people hate him for being a failure, so he skips school for many days, and finally decides to run away. Thug Life and Pervert Pete reflect on their actions, and go to apologize to Bitch Boy, but realize that they were too late for the apology, but not too late to woo Milady.
Dude, she was such a hottie.
Facts. Back it up, back it up. 2, 2, 3 gonna make it. Back it up.
Bitch Boy takes a train ride to the red light district.
Cause you had a bad day.
Witnesses a couple getting frisky, and gets upset and entitled that he isn't the one getting dick tonight. Hard edit to him sitting on the edge of a cliff. Do a flip!
So, have you heard anything from Shinji?
Nothing. He really might not ever come back.
We are 4 episodes in, you really think our main character won't come back? What if he didn't and it just fucking ended?
It might be better for him not to come back.
Why's that?
Because I bullied him into a suicide note. I might possibly be his 13th reason why. High five.
So make sure this doesn't ever happen again, ma'am. Is any of this actually getting through to you?
Approximately 3 times a week I have unprotected sex with your mother!
Well, you certainly have some balls.
Nerd Boy is playing out in the woods with a loaded gun and PTSD from his war days. He notices Bitch Boy tiptoeing through the tulips. Nerd Boy says that he's jealous and wishes that he could pilot an Ava. Bitch Boy says that he shouldn't want that because that would worry his mother. Nerd Boy pulls out the Uno reverse card and says that his mother's already dead as shit.
I don't have a mother.
It gets late and they're awoken by Bigfoot outside their tent, ready to diddle some buttholes. They look outside their tent and come to the realization and disappointment that this isn't Bigfoot, but the Men in Black. They take Bitch Boy back to Nerve, and they put him in the timeout corner for being naughty.
And you just stood there? You let them take him away?
Bro, there was 5 big strong men packing heat. It was either throw Bitch Boy under the bus or get my holes resized and become a meme.
What? You don't have any balls tucked down in those shorts?
Bitch Boy decides to quit because he's more useless than a white crayon, and Dr. Evil says that they don't have any more replacement children. Bitch Boy arrives at the train station to get jumped by Wario and Waluigi, ready to dropkick Shinji's Goomba for a shiny gold coin.
Wow. So, I'm really sorry about punching you in the face. Now it's your turn to punch me.
I can't do that to you.
Fucking do it, pussy, you won't. Oh damn, big man's packing some heat. Have my girl back by 10.
So if some jackass ever tries to cuss you out, then I'll take care of him for you.
Me too. Bing bang.
The train departs and Mommy Milkers arrives with enough time to do fuck all, but luckily for her, this show is every rom-com ever, and it doesn't matter how late she was. The love interest has always got some unfinished business. Don't give me that shit. They literally ship themselves.
Welcome back, Shinji.
We get a flashback as to how Blue Girl became disabled. They're testing Ava Unit 0 for Ligma, but discover it has Bofa. The robot goes on a rampage for more subscribers. If only there was something you could do. They unplug the robot that runs on AA batteries. It tries to smash its way in, and is just as successful as Me with Your Mother. Emo Girl is ejected and is sent flying into a brick wall, like a fly that can't work out what the fuck a window is, causing blunt force trauma and a Make-A-Wish. Science team release their organic orphan blood to stop the robot's rampage. Dr. Evil runs out to beat the shit out of a woman, or something, and burns his hands trying to open a door. He succeeds and Ray doesn't become a pool of Ray-flavored blood soup. Science Woman says that this might have happened because Ray was fucked in the head.
Perhaps. No, what is it? Nothing. Couldn't possibly be correct.
If you think you know what it might be, don't you think it would be important to, I don't know, share with the class? Because I don't know. Maybe what you're thinking is exactly what's happening in the situation. Maybe. Oh, and guess what? We will never know the answer to this. Happy Hanukkah! Nerve decide it's a good idea to take the corpse of the angel that Bitch Boy killed back to their lair to study it or some shit. And they decide to take a gander at the angel's G-spot. Alvin and the Chipmunks respectfully observe women in their natural habitat and starts listing off Blue Girl's body parts, like a registered sex offender.
Ayanami's bazungas? Ayanami's supple calves? I already know what you're thinking.
But do keep in mind that I'm a sex offender.
We're legally required to do the sex offender show.
Bitch Boy witnesses his father spending more time with an underage girl more than him, and asks why it couldn't be him.
My disappointment is immeasurable. And my day is ruined.
Later that day, Bitch Boy is asked to deliver Blue Girl's hall pass to her, finally an opportunity for him to make his move. He arrives at a crack house. He rings the doorbell with no answer, so logically he enters and makes himself at home. This leads to him discovering a naked woman in her own house. Nowhere is safe from a horny teenage boy with goals. Conveniently he trips over, causing him to witness full frontal nudity, a handful of boobies, and a restraining order. Honestly thought he would be more of a bottom. She asks what the fuck he's doing here. He fumbles his words and remembers that he's not just here to get his noodle wet, but to give her a business card.
Your card was renewed and, I brought it here for you.
Smooth.
I rang the bell, but no one answered. The door was unlocked, so...
Oh, so like trespassing, but with extra steps.
Sorry about what happened.
About what?
Oh, I don't know, maybe the sudden unexpected Bible study that just took place where he did nothing but talk about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen. Bitch Boy gets slapped in the face. Nothing scarier than a woman. The fifth angel arrives. Blue Girl has been banished to the sidelines, so Bitch Boy is launched up to deal with the cube with a surprise sneak attack. Shh. But was less sneak, surprise, or attack. How are you this bad at your job? You would expect after being turned into a bagel, Bitch Boy would be entering the pearly gates of heaven by now, but no. He's not dead and is prescribed a good night's sleep. The Allspark starts penetrating the earth with no one to stop it, turning this PG-friendly show into an R-rated straight-to-VHS sequel. Viewer discretion is advised. With Bitch Boy out of the picture, they pull a bait and switch with an impossibly accurate balloon of Ava Unit 0.
One!
That gets immediately blasted straight to balloon heaven. So they try a sneak attack with a railgun, also less as effective as a balloon. Speedrun time, using fists as if it was a bar fight is a no-no, apparently. Even though it seems that long distance attacks do fuck all, that is what the game plan is. Minecraft Woodblock will complete its spelunking adventure by morning and reach HQ. Unit 1's breastplate is saggier than your mother's, and yet still functional. Repairs will be complete in 3 hours.
We don't have a favorable hand here, do we?
This is why I use my feet. They get a gun, and Bitch Boy wakes up from his quick snooze. So the game plan is to put Bitch Boy in attack mode and Blue Girl in defense mode. They tell us that Bitch Boy is the one firing the laser because he's more in sync with Unit 1 than Ray is with her robot. Apparently that translates to better accuracy.
Hit the core and only the core. Precision is paramount.
So then what happens if I miss and the target shoots back at me?
The cuboid continues to fuck the earth, Bitch Boy fires a super soaker, and the two cross streams causing them both to miss. The chunk arrow successfully penetrates the earth with its dragon dildo. Bitch Boy readies the next shot but is bum rushed before he could fire. Blue Girl steps in to do a one job and blocks the friend beam. Now with an open window of opportunity, Bitch Boy pulls up, pulls out, and pulls the trigger, sending Ron the Rhombus straight to Jesus. Now with 0 life force left, Ron ceases to plow a hole into the earth with its extendo appendage. Blue Girl's robot is welded into place, unable to move just like what I did to that woman last Tuesday with a handful of Zans. And if any law enforcement agents are watching, she's alive and well. Your Honor, Bitch Boy struggles to open a door, but I loosened it enough for him to open it, and he discovers a woman. How progressive. She wakes up from a drug-induced coma, Bitch Boy pees out of his eyes, she then asks why he's crying like a bitch, and he proceeds to give her fuck me eyes and a shit-eating grin.
He had me like a broken golf course sprinkler for the night. The fire department had to be called because the neighbors thought the apartment was flooded.
Hey, Shinji! Good morning!
Good
Morning, Miss Misato. We're off to school.
The fuck you say to me, you little shit?
Bitch Boy asks himself the question, what are the Avas? The voices in his head weren't able to answer his question, so for your viewing pleasure, I'll break the magician's code for you. It's a big fuck-off robot. This leads to an exposition dump, though to summarize it as fast as I can, because this video is already
too fucking long.
15 years ago, they find an Ava in the Arctic, an explosion happens causing the second impact. What they're doing now is preventing the third one from happening. The two women attend a conference of a rival company that is unveiling a new type of Ava that isn't controlled by pubescent teenagers. Science Woman tries to ask a question about these new Avas, but no one was brave enough to tell her that the microphone wasn't plugged in.
Weapons that cannot be adequately controlled are utter nonsense. They are much like hysterical women, unfortunately.
That wasn't even funny. That was just blatantly sexist. Don't get me wrong, I'll make sexist jokes because it's funny. I'm not above that. But my point is that your delivery was stale, just like your sex life.
There is no risk of danger.
Famous last words. The robot has gone rogue and on the run by the authorities. Mommy Milk is asked for the password to turn it off. Sexism if it was a person says lol no, so she suits up to deal with it without a password and a dream, that dream being getting a robot to experience love or lust.
How exactly are you planning on stopping it?
By good old-fashioned human touch.
Scandalous. Bitch Boy and Unit Zero arrived. Sexism says fuck it, I'll give you the password, that being Hope, in hopes that Hope will result in them mashing pisses. They drop out of the plane at 33,000 feet unfazed, and starts chasing the robot to ask about its extended car warranty. They catch up to it and Bitch Boy tells it to take this woman. Mommy Milkers drops in and attempts to turn it off with Hope. But oh no, it's the wrong password. We have been schmeckledorfed. She says that it must have been tampered with, but my food theory is that sexism wants to remove one more woman from the face of the planet. One woman at a time to declare men as the superior gender. Not me though, I love women. So instead of running away before it fucking explodes, she does the only logical thing I guess and starts pushing shit. Luckily and surprisingly, pushing the robot's rods did something because it fucking worked. And we conclude with Mommy Milkers milking her mamas. Bing bong, episode 2 is shit. I would not be offended if you skip it. To be honest, I would too. Here's a timestamp if you can catch it. Ooh. It gets better from episode 3 onwards, I swear. After saving the day from Evil Company 3, the gang head out to find a new Ava pilot. I sure hope this one isn't a child. For some reason, the Piss Boys are allowed to tag along, for some reason, because they now consider Shinji a friend.
Man, is it great to have wonderful friends in this world, right, Shinji?
What?
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
This confuses both me and Shinji.
I figured a little date on a Sunday might be a nice thing for you.
You're seriously gonna go on a date with me today?
No.
I'll call him a simp with no shot of bagging Titzilla, but that would make me a hypocrite.
Wow, it's huge. I'm amazed a relic like that manages to stay afloat.
It might be old, but at least it has a good personality. Piss Boy 1 is amazed by Boat.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh.
And he turns into Donnie from Wild Thornberries.
My, you've grown taller, haven't you? Other parts of me have bloomed as well.
Fucking brag about it, why don't you? Fucking 6'2", still got a 3-inch screw. Why did I say that? We meet Ginger Ninja, the Ava pilot. These boys get treated to an upskirt, and I get treated to a night alone.
What the hell's that for?
Your price for the treat. I think you got a great deal.
I second that actually. Being slapped isn't even my kink, but even I can tell that's a good fucking deal.
I'll show you a treat.
How dare you?
Ooh, 2-for-1 deal. Lucky man.
So, who's the third children I've heard about? It's him. He seems like an oaf.
And a bitch.
No, the honor is mine. It's been such a long time since I've been asked to babysit a bunch of children.
Fucking respect for this man. We salute unnamed Captain 3.
Now, if you could please sign this.
Man, this document is asking me if I can join your Reddit furry community. You drive a hard bargain.
The high seas are our domain.
And the Shadow Realm is my domain. Don't come to school tomorrow. I mean it.
Hey.
Hey.
So, you're going out with someone? Misato?
I don't see any reason why that would concern you.
I may be shit at seeing some flirtatious advances, but even I can tell that this is unresolved sexual tension.
So, what do you think of Shinji Ikari?
Quite the letdown.
Perceptive one, are we? Now would you believe it if I told you an angel showed up out of nowhere? That would be fucking stupid. So they launched phallic torpedoes at the angel. Would you believe it if I told you they penetrated themselves? Carrot Top decides it's a good idea to change clothes in a stairwell with a pervert on the loose. That was smart.
Why is it all boys are idiots and so horny all of the time?
Good question.
Gingy gives Shinji her one piece. That didn't take me 3 tries to say. And what I've learned from this experience is that if they don't wear the one piece, the robot fucking implodes. Shinji puts it on as if he wanted to wear it, without hesitation.
Presto, it is a girl with a penis.
Oh!
Aktivierung jetzt starten. Nervenverbindung initiieren. Die Plugsuits jetzt aktivieren. Synchronisieren.
What's wrong? You're thinking in Japanese right now, aren't you? You have to be thinking in German, you idiot!
Yeah, you dumb shit, for fuck's sake. Use some common sense.
Change cognitive linguistics. Set norm to Japanese.
Why didn't you do this to begin with, if that was an option? You know for a fact that your Japanese is better than his German.
Abort activation! Stand down now!
Go ahead, Oscar! Launch the Ava!
How dare you!
How dare you!
Freckles launches the Ava with no consideration for human lives and shatters a boat into a million pieces. Just like what my ex did with my blood pumping organ. Red Rocket pulls out a chocolate blade and gets fucking railed by a paper towel. And she cuts this $1 million plane in half because there wasn't enough destruction and property damage.
Great job, Oscar!
Great job?
The flight deck's been practically destroyed!
What he said. Man, you are so wise. This would piss me off too, and I don't even pay my taxes. Heyman doesn't want to deal with the Angel and death in general and pieces the fuck out. I don't blame him either, he's a pussy for sure, but he's got a good point. The two Stooges try and fight the fish in its natural habitat. It wouldn't surprise me if they were the sole reason of why bottles of shampoo have instructions on them. The robot opens the Angel's mouth as two ships are inserted and explodes in its mouth. Or in other words, Bukkake. The Ava collapses over just like me after I make my wee-wee sneeze in a lady. Can I say it faster? No. The Ava collapses over just like me after I make my wee-wee sneeze in a lady. Ha! Gotcha, bitch!
That's quite the mess you made.
Thank you, konnichiwa. My wife tell me I spooch too much. The piss boys unlock a new fetish, bitch boy in women clothes.
That rubs me the wrong way.
Fuck you.
Only lasted 7 seconds, likely just an adrenaline rush.
What's wrong with 7 seconds? That's completely average, is it not? Oh shit. Heyman's having a meeting with Dr. Evil. Turns out they're collecting fetuses. Yummy.
This is Adam.
And this is awkward. Don't give me fuck eyes, please. I'm a virgin.
Even though she was a hottie, I couldn't stand her at all.
That's how I feel about my wife.
Nice to meet you.
Bert and Ernie start up an OnlyFans account and start selling pictures of Gingy here without acknowledging consent and selling them off to other students for profit. We witnessed sexual harassment in what I would consider an anti-pickup line because of how much of a backhanded compliment it was. But what would I know? The only relationship I've formed is with my hand.
You've lost weight.
Have I?
It's because you're tragically in love.
Are you trying to seduce me? Now's not the time, dear. There's a crabby-looking woman staring right at us.
I do not want to see more of you!
This reunion is sadly interrupted by an angel. I'm gonna speed run through this one actually. Angel arrives, Gingy does all the work, splits the angel in two, gets a 2-for-1 deal. Great success. The Avas are murdered and partially buried just like what I did to those women in 2003.
My first battle in Japan got all screwed up because you had to get in the way!
What are you talking about? This happened because you're too stupid to follow the plan.
That's real fresh coming from some good-for-nothing who hasn't got any balls!
Sit down, bitch boy. Yeah, fucking lost. So the angel is kind enough to wait on the beach while I come up with a plan to kill it. So what's the plan? Nuke it? Put cyanide in its Kool-Aid? No! Challenge it to a dance battle. Is the racist music necessary?
That rubs me the wrong way.
Y'all getting rubbed?
You two are being indecent!
Indecent? They're cosplaying 80s yoga mums. At least they're clothed. Also, who are you?
Are they in unison?
You tell me. Take a look for yourself.
This is never going to work! How am I supposed to lower my abilities to match this tragic excuse for a pilot? This whole thing is impossible! If I quit, there's no one to replace me.
Demonstrate.
Gingerbread has a fear of being replaced, so she does what needs to be done by lowering herself to bitch boy's level.
I guess the devil can cry.
Cue montage. Fan service.
FYI, this is now the impenetrable wall of Jericho.
You mean the wall that was infamously fragile and crumbled with a light breeze from trumpets? That wall? Gingy takes a midnight tinkle and we are treated to more fan service because she confuses Shinji's room with her own. By mistake. Bitch boy parts the Red Sea and tries to kiss Milady. I did say attempt, he cucked himself. I call him bitch boy for a reason. Why would you think he was successful? Questionably consensual sexy time, close your eyes. Glad to see someone's getting some action. Bastard. Now that the Sticky Bandits have realigned their chakras, they start their dance recital entitled Kick That Prick in the Dick. Me when sex. Firemuff goes on a date with a 30-year-old man to get a revealing swimsuit for a school trip. Pog?
Oh, I think it's a little revealing for a junior high school student.
Turns out they can't go on holiday because they gotta save the world or some shit.
Don't just sit there and act like you don't care. Stop sipping tea and say something. Grow some balls.
Telling Bitch Boy to grow some balls is just like telling me to stop my unhealthy obsession with anime girls. Spoilers, it's not gonna happen.
There's nothing worse than a guy that's subservient.
Listen, all I'm saying is why would you want to be on top when Makima exists? Instead of enjoying the school break, Shinji does fucking homework like a nerd. Bitch Boy gets a look at a woman and pitches a tent in his pants.
Let me take a look. Basically, stuff expands when it's heated and shrinks when it's cold.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I wonder if my breasts would get bigger if I warmed them up. You think thermal expansion would make a difference?
Humongous hungalonga no no logongus.
How are you so boring?
Ass. They discover a potential angel in a volcano and they launch a probe to take a look. The probe gets crushed and I wish that was me. And this sentence is a euphemism for sex, because they discover a fetus.
I want to go diving!
Hothead nominates herself for the Hunger Games because she confuses water with lava. Common mistake.
Oh, you're gonna miss the hot spring, aren't you? That's a shame.
To protect herself from the lava, she turns herself into Pyrocynical's browser history.
And then, oh fuck, okay.
Localized Type D gear.
That looks fucking dumb. Looks like a full-body baby diaper.
What are those? Aircrafts?
They'll incinerate the angel using an N2 mine. Us along with it.
Pog death.
Who would ever issue an order like that? It's crazy.
Your father, actually. Yeah, he's doing it out of love. They lower the big babby into the lava.
That looks really hot.
No shit, you asked for this. What did you expect?
Ava Unit 2 is now entering the magma.
Magma.
Visibility is 0. I can't see a thing.
Ava Unit 2 has lost its prog knife.
L.
Continue descent.
Continue descent? What, without the only weapon? Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, let's do that. They capture the angel. That was easy, right? You would be stupid to think there was a plot twist.
Hey, wait! What's going on?
No, a plot twist. How could I have seen this coming? Bitch Boy plunges a stick into the lava as the Red Hot Chili Peppers does the equivalent to Stop It, I Don't Like It.
Go away!
Gingy recreates my childhood, and the angel kills itself by cutting the coolant tubes. Bet you thought that previous scene was irrelevant, sending it to the Shadow Realm.
But I've come so far.
When you try your best, but you don't succeed.
That's fucking horseshit, and you know it. The codename kids next door enjoy time at a hot spring without Bitch Boy.
That's a no-touch zone.
Please, you're too sensitive.
He overhears the conversation and gets harder than that battle with Cynthia. Now that's hard.
Wait! Hold the elevator!
No. No, I don't think I will.
Oh, is someone in a bad mood today?
Yeah, because I saw your face this early.
Father.
What is it? Spit it out.
Huh?
A power outage?
Don't be ridiculous. That could never happen. I didn't do anything.
Cap. The Spice Girls try to get through a metal door without power. Have you tried turning off and back on?
It's inconceivable for all three to fail at the same time.
Then that means...
Sabotage! Ha! Beat you to it. I'm so fucking smart.
It seems natural to assume that the breaker was sabotaged as opposed to being tricked.
Yeah, no, we got that.
A damned eighth one.
Oh, how convenient. A new challenger arrives at the worst possible time. It's almost as if this is scripted. What? Oh, Daddy Longlegs.
Well, let's try to contact Nerve HQ somehow.
It's dead. It won't connect. This one won't work either. Even the emergency ground line is disconnected.
What do we do?
Contacting Nerve HQ without phone's gonna be challenging, I'll be honest, but have you considered messenger pigeon?
Every second you're not running, I'm only getting closer.
Let's just go to HQ.
Wait, that was an option? Why wasn't that the first choice?
Let's decide on who should be the group leader before we go on the move, okay? Naturally, I think I would be the best leader. Is everyone in agreement?
Manual release?
Come on, Shinji. Even you can handle a door.
No, he fucking can't. We saw what happened last time when he tried to open something. Didn't go well.
The angel is still active and advancing.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces pass and I'm homebound.
We need to get in contact with the people at NAF somehow.
With comms down, how are we gonna do that?
Pigeon.
It's getting hot in here, isn't it?
It's getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot. I'm gonna take my clothes off.
Katsuragi, you can probably remove your shirt if you're too hot.
I second that.
The air in here is starting to get stale.
You know what else is stale? Sex with me. Any takers?
I'm impressed by the commander and deputy commander. They don't seem fazed by the heat at all.
Lukewarm. Agreed.
Be quiet.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Human voices. We don't have time. Let's take a shortcut.
Again, why didn't we start with the shortcut? They open the wrong door to Narnia and they close it quickly before they salt snake oil.
This I can't open with my hands.
Then what are you good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again.
Don't you dare look forward right now.
Her expression on her face suggests otherwise, but I'll let it play out.
You've arrived at your destination.
Real talk, there's literally nothing to go on for jokes for this section. So, fire round. They crawl out, scale wall, fall down, L+ ratio. Angel finds out that you're not subscribed and fucking cries about it. The Goonies drop their guns on purpose. Okay. They're slowly running out of power, so they waste no time coming up with a plan. Red robot blocks acid. Blue bot retrieves guns. Bitch boy grabs guns. Bang, 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 bang. Day is saved. After killing Daddy Longlegs, we get a Vietnam flashback. Masato has been put into a UPS parcel and shipped to an orphanage. Daddy Katsuragi is killed by a tsunami, and something's telling me that this isn't a natural occurrence. Just a theory though. My film theory. Masato floats in the ocean like a log on a toilet and gets minimal damage, and a receipt full of PTSD. Fast forward to present day where it's raining. Is this relevant? No! They just want to remind us that rain exists. Phineas and Ferb are here to stay out of the rain, not for any nefarious purposes. They try and stay quiet as to not wake Masato, but orangutan announces her presence louder than a Siamang ape and heat.
You're only here because you're after me.
And she threatens him with the promise of death if they look at her getting changed.
I mean here getting dressed. If you peek, you're dead.
Yeah, well, up yours, witch! As if anyone on this planet would want to see you naked! Get in a flash!
This battle that would rival the gods awakens Masato looking more pissed off than the Bible bashers that one time I made a joke about Jesus. To put out the fire, Boy 3 congratulates Masato on getting a promotion and arranges a party for her. A fuckboy is invited and brings us ho.
Likely story.
Commander Ikari is away. He's working in the South Pole.
Boss Man is taking a relaxing vacation in the South Pole. Personally wouldn't be my first pick, but I can see the appeal for the Lord of Darkness.
The second impact was only 15 years ago. And this is the result. If this isn't a Sea of the Dead, then what is?
The bottom of my shower drain.
Angel detected in satellite orbit above the Indian Ocean.
Conveniently, an angel shows up while Boss Man's away. Now Masato has to deal with it alone.
That thing is huge!
Ew, it's leaking. So the rich people piece the fuck out, leaving the poor people to hope and pray to the all-seeing eye god. Luckily, Masato has a plan.
You can't be serious. I'm dead serious.
Odds of success?
The odds of success are 0.00001. That basically means it's 0.
-1, that's free quick maths.
What? You want us to catch it with our hands?
Correct.
She reveals the plan, and luckily Ed, and Eddie are pros at catching L's, so they'll have no trouble with this task. She makes it sound like they're catching baseballs, and I have trouble believing that they would be able to manage that, let alone Space Jesus.
According to regulations, you are instructed to prepare your wills. Would you like to?
They're asked if they wanted to produce wills, but offer won'ts in return.
We'll go out for some nice steaks when this is all done, okay?
Steak? Really?
Yeah, my treat.
What a great deal.
Deal of the century? Likely death, $20 steak? The risk just outweighs the benefits, honestly.
I won't be joining you.
Why not?
I don't like eating meat.
Oh, really? Oh, you're vegan? I didn't know that, and I didn't need to know that.
Even if the Avas are destroyed, the AT fields will protect them. Being inside an Ava is the safest place to be.
Have you failed to remember that the pilot and the robot feel the same pain? Or have we just retconned that for convenience sake? I need answers. We find out that Mommy's goal is to kill all the angels because she has daddy issues.
That's why I joined Nerve.
The Avas and Naruto run into danger, leaving the residents of the city into statistics. I'm not redoing that. Fuck you. Shinji goes Super Saiyan and the other two later join in to help compel the angel with the power of God and anime. Blue God breaks the condom, giving the eyeball a facial, causing the second coming of Hiroshima. Yeah, I don't feel good about that one.
I heard the news. Good work, Shinji.
Bitch Boy is praised by Dr. Doofenshmirtz and is more shocked than this picture of an ape that I found on Bing.
No abnormalities. My mother's doing fine. While I'm growing older with each passing day.
Well, that was cryptic. I sure hope this is explained.
What? We have to undress again?
Undress? Again?
There! We're exactly how you want us.
The Powerpuff Girls clean between the foreskin 17 times so they may enter the muscly man bodies. Insert gay joke.
The test is scheduled to end in roughly 3 hours.
3 hours of naked alone time? Sign me up.
I was the one who got the system up and running. The core theory and mainframes were built by my mother.
We learn that woman's mother made this. Do we care? No. We find out that there's a water leak and an unknown substance growing on the wall. Yummy.
Will it impede the tests?
Not at this time, no, it won't.
Then we'll continue.
They say that this won't affect the test, but spoilers, a second later it affects the test.
Corrosion is spreading like wildfire along the protein walls. It's moving really fast. Incoming!
Right, no.
The man bodies freak out from this new development more than my geriatric neighbor does when she finds out that I'm spying on her. Need a hand?
Emergency ejection of all plugs.
The plan is to get the pilots the hell out of there and then launch the Avas directly after them.
Pattern analysis is blue. That's definitely an angel.
How is an angel allowed to invade?
That's dangerous.
Yes, too close to Adam.
Is he trying to tell me something?
They can be launched immediately following pilot retrieval.
Do not wait for the pilots. Launch them to the surface immediately.
Plankton orders them to launch the Avas out immediately because fuck those kids, who cares?
Unit 1 gets priority?
He says that Ava 1 has priority, don't ask me why because I really don't fucking know, and to leave the other two if necessary.
How do we deal with this angel without the Avas?
So then oxygen is its weakness.
They find out that the angel has a fear of bubbles, so they blow more bubbles than the amount of guys that are blown on Thursday.
Wait, what? It's spreading again.
It's not working anymore.
It's begun to absorb all of the ozone now.
Turns out that it lied about having a weakness to bubbles, just like how I lied about my dick size on Tinder. For anyone wondering, 12 inches is unrealistic.
Astonishing. It's evolving right before our eyes.
The angel digivolves to adapt to its new habitat, leaving them back at square one. So they're being hacked. Turns out that the hacker man is none other than an angel. Okay.
It's accessing everything. We can't stop it.
It's trying to crack into the Magi.
The Magi that he's talking about is their supercomputer that houses their launch codes Virgin Bucks and Ferryborn. Granting access isn't an option.
Change logic mode. Sync code rate to 15-second intervals.
Woman uses some black magic bullshit and stops the angel. This buys them 2 hours to figure out how to stop it. Turns out that the angel is a cluster of nanomachines. So how do you stop an angel from fusion dancing with a computer? By giving it exactly what it wants. Let it take the Magi out for a date, wait for them to start a loving relationship, get married, and kill them both.
So in this case, the angel has to die with the Magi. Therefore, my proposal is that we destroy the Magi system. Impossible. Destroying the Magi is tantamount to abandoning HQ.
Unfortunately, Woman 3 has mommy issues and won't allow this to happen. So the new plan is to make it digivolve to its final form to commit game end. You're probably wondering, how the fuck does that work? I don't know, man. I don't ask questions. I don't work here. It's science. Who cares? So they open up the supercomputer and find inspirational quotes on sticky notes, included but not limited to, "Screw you, Akari." I'm feeling more inspired than a white woman who read the words, "All things are possible if you believe." Yeah, Karen, well, I believe I'm a lactating moose. Does that make it true? No, it just makes me delusional.
So wait, was it your mother's personality that was transplanted? Correct.
Turns out that woman's mother's consciousness was put into the supercomputer. Ew, gooey. The angel has arrived to spread some cheeks. So from my understanding, the angel was absorbed by the supercomputer. If I'm completely wrong on that, please don't correct me, you fucking nerd. Let me live in my delusion. And for that whole time, the Teen Titans were chilling naked in an oversized vibrator.
I think I'm getting too old. Can't handle these all-nighters.
I too was once weak and pathetic like you. Then I tried meth. Fuck. I would have trouble staying awake even when painting the toilet bowl in liquid shit. Ever since I've started taking Scooby snacks, the voices in my head have told me to devour human flesh. I approve this product.
The Magi are comprised of the 3 people inside her. Herself as a scientist, herself as a mother, and herself as a woman. Those 3 sides were constantly vying for control of her.
I'll mark that one down as schizophrenia, possible delusion, identity disorder, and a possible depression. Oh look, a bingo! You win an assortment of pills and a cigarette!
Caspar was programmed with the part of my mother's personality that was a woman.
As opposed to a man?
This is me. Who am I? What am I? What am I?
E-Girl is having an existential crisis. This goes on for 2 minutes and goes absolutely nowhere. The reason why she's tripping balls is because her and Shinji switch robots to see if they're able to sync with them. Speaking of bitch boy, how's he doing?
Something's coming directly into my head.
Yeah, he's doing fine, just a wet dream. The robot finds out that you're not subscribed and bashes its skull in and presents its ass.
Unit 0 was trying to attack me. I'm absolutely certain of it.
Why are you making this about you? From what I saw, the robot was going after Ray. Or was I tripping balls too?
Received word that Shinji has just regained consciousness. I'm told there are no residual effects. He says he doesn't remember anything.
Likely story, he just doesn't want to talk about his wet dream.
What about Project Adam?
Proceeding smoothly. Everything is on schedule.
What of the Spear of Longinus?
Ray has Longinus.
Chairman Keel lodged a complaint recently regarding delays in the schedule. He seems rather irritated.
Well, tell him he can suck my flaccid dick. Fuckboy arranges a hookup with this hoe. Turns out he's a mole man here to investigate Nerve like a rat.
Currently, I'm either away or can't talk now. Leave your name and message at the beep.
Please help me, Mr. Kaji!
Ah, manipulation. I love that game.
Everything okay? No, everything is not okay. I was hoping Mr. Kaji would take me someplace tomorrow, and I've been calling and calling him, but he never answers.
Don't you see the hint? Maybe he's not interested in 14-year-old girls. Or gingers. Bitch Boy and his father have a family reunion at his mother's grave. That's wholesome.
It's still so hard to believe that Mother's resting here. I don't even remember her face. Are there any photographs of Mom?
No, none exist.
You're very fast to say no there, and it's very inconvenient that there's no photos of her. It would be wild if there was a reason why. Maybe because of a plot point. No, you're right, that would be silly.
Our time is up. I need to go now.
I'm glad we got to talk. This was great, Father.
I see.
I was gonna say that went well, but he got blue-balled at the end. That was basically like an I love you, but the other person says okay. Not like I know anything about that. Masato goes on a date with Fuckboy and gets white girl wasted.
I never apologized for how suddenly I broke up with you. That part about finding someone else, it was a lie. You remind me so much of my father, Kaji. When I realized that I had found my father in the man I was dating.
Oh, so is this the reason why you dated him or broke up with him?
I'm hopeless, I know I'm hopeless,
Ew.
Hey, Shinji, do you want to try a kiss?
What now?
Then let's do it.
But wait, why?
Alright, place your bets. How much does he cuck himself?
Don't breathe through your nose, it tickles.
Right!
Well, that went well. Reminds me of my first time, actually. He was a little bit too fast and furious with his tongue, but in the end, it was actually alright. Wait, I meant she! Oof, didn't go well.
Ayanami? Oh, right. She's absent again, isn't she?
Cool. I always knew she was a test tube baby. Fuckboy the rat is in places where he shouldn't be and gets a gun to the head. Hey there, buddy. What are you doing here? This is kind of weird.
Is this your real job? Or is this just a part-time thing?
He passes the blame and says that everyone is shady and opens the monster Inc. door.
Prove it. What are you doing, step bro?
Ava. No, it can't be.
It is. What started the second impact, as well as the linchpin and initiator of everything since then. Adam.
Adam!
Adam.
Adam!
What's the first angel doing here?
Adam!
So it seems there's more to Nerve than I originally thought.
He can't be a bad guy. I fucked him once.
Shinji, can you hear me?
Miss Misato, how did I do on the test just now, huh?
Fucking shit, cunt.
Congrats, you're number 1!
The happiness is short-lived as Minecraft Void opens its gaping arsehole onto the world.
Damn it. Of course Commander Ikari would be absent at a time like this.
We've sent you everything we know about the target. I know it's not much to go on, so approach the target with caution and gauge how it reacts.
In other words, throw a rock at it, poke it with a stick, see what happens, and if all else fails, call its mum fat.
Oh, Miss Katsuragi, I think Shinji should be the one to take the lead position for this. This is a job for the one on the honor roll, the one who's bold and courageous.
I agree. This is a job for Macho Man Shinji Ikari. His lack of muscles and testosterone just scream danger.
After all, fighting is a man's job.
That's sexist. Wait until Twitter finds out about that one. Shinji practices his jerk-off motion and blasts his load all over the sky testicle. The angel plays a game of Got Your Toes and looms under Shinji, just like how I loom over your mother while she sleeps. Give us a smooch, love. Bitch Boy sinks into depression, hashtag relatable. That's how you appeal to the masses. Talking about fucking people's mums, totally fine. Talking about crippling depression, that's where I draw the line. We say goodbye to Bitch Boy. He won't be missed. Ray in a fit of rage commits 9/11 and Ahsoka does the Spider-Man. And the residents of the city draw, please help me, I've fallen and I can't get up. Back to you in the studio. Instead of coming up with a plan to deal with their problems, they end up clocking off early that day and deal with the problem tomorrow. Turns out they yanked on Shinji's child leash, but just like my self-esteem, Nothing was there. They didn't show us that's what happened, but they told us that's what happened. And they pulled a, you believe us, right? You believe us, right? Oh, the suspense of Shinji's well-being is making me quiver with uncertainty. So without a power supply, Shinji has 16 hours before his 3 AA batteries run out of power.
So that shadow is the angel's main body?
Correct. That object floating above is the true shadow.
So we find out that the angel is the shadow and the sky testicle is the shadow. You got that? I won't repeat myself. This will be on the test.
So our target is the black shadow that enveloped Unit 1.
Then that means there's nothing we can do.
Saying that there's nothing to do is untrue. You could do a lot of things, like, I don't know, throw a rock at it, poke it with a stick, and if all else fails, call its mum fat. Whether or not it will be effective is another story though, but it is an option.
The water is murky!
And the blood in my piss is unhealthy, pointing out the obvious. Your job is easy.
The purification function must be failing!
So as soon as Shinji realizes that there's chunks in his piss jar becomes the moment he experiences pain. Convenient pain is convenient.
I don't want to be here anymore! Why isn't the hatch unlocking?
He tries to escape but gets rejected just like me at prom. Sorry, nobody is home. I think you have the wrong house. Sir, this is a brothel. Opening hours are closed. Come back tomorrow. So they have a plan of getting Shinji and killing the angel. Would you believe it if I told you it's a glorified version of throwing a rock at it? But in this analogy, the rock is 992 mines. Oddly specific number. Credit where credit's due. That sounds like a solid plan. I can't help but to think that, you wrote your name on my homework assignment. I'll let it slide though. There's also some head-scratching science shit that needs to happen to pull off this plan. But let's be honest, you didn't do your homework either. But if I could simplify it for you and break it down into one word, that word would be bullshit. Also, Shinji and 992 mines don't mix well, and Mummy Milkus has a problem with that.
Shinji's loss is a result of your negligence. Don't ever forget that.
Airbags ask why they're so protective over Unit 1 and not about the child, and ask the question that we're all wondering, what are the Aethers? Megatron, bitch! Why can't I do a Transformers sound? Why am I autistic?
As of right now, I will take command of this entire operation.
Black Widow promotes herself to commander, and that was easier than convincing people to smell my finger. You want to smell? It's fresh, I swear. And Tit stands there questioning the meaning of life and how to get those goddamn free Robux. That question still eludes me.
Route the flight through KIX as well. Please contact the ACC and Strategic Airlift Command.
People have another one of themselves inside. There's the Shinji Ikari inside yourself. The Shinji inside Misato Gatsuragi. The Shinji inside Asuka.
This just sounds like I'm being described sex. Is this what blind sex is like? If this continues, I might even orgasm in Braille.
The entry plug's backup power should be running out pretty soon.
We'll speed the schedule up by 12 minutes. Let's start now while there's still a chance Shinji is alive in there.
Why couldn't you do that before? We are all aware of how fucked he is. Bro was screaming out hours ago in pain. If you find him alive, then I'm the next bachelorette. For some reason we hard cut to Shinji as porno music plays. If that yeah wasn't there, you would have believed that was the real audio. Well, ask and you shall receive. Hey, did someone order an extra small pepperoni pizza with extra cheese? I'm here to please and see some double D's. They are the same. Why?
Father, am I an unwanted child?
Didn't think you would need an answer for that one. We find out that people think his father killed his mother. In reality, she didn't want Shinji either and left to get a pack of cigarettes.
He killed his own wife.
No! Mother was smiling back then.
Oh look, a picture of his mom. Wait a minute.
Are there any photographs of Mom?
No, none exist.
It would be wild if there was a reason why. Maybe because of a plot point. No, you're right, that would be silly. Oh my god, it all makes sense now. She is the Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man!
Shinji gets a hug from a naked woman and I get a sense that life isn't fair. The power of a woman's touch breaks my hymen and confirms that I am indeed the next bachelorette. Shinji breaks out because of plot armor and they all live happily ever after. Mommy has a meeting with the Sith Council and gets her ass eaten out. And not in a fun way either. Get your mind out of the gutter, you filthy animal.
Tell me, is it plausible the angels were attempting to establish communication with mankind in this incident?
The council believed that the angel was trying to establish communication. Yeah, and I was attempting to make you shit yourself out of boredom. We can all make dopey sentences, whether or not it means something is another story. Blue Girl is absent from school today, probably in another test tube doing test tube baby things. Old Man Smithers asks if fuckboy can deliver homework to her. Yeah, okay, let the guy who's never had a conversation with her deliver her homework and not the guy that, I don't know, works with her and has delivered homework to her before do it. This is gonna be a plot thing, isn't it?
Vanished? You're certain the second branch just vanished?
Yes, sir. It's been verified.
Nerve get word that the second branch vanished without a trace, taking the research labs, several thousand people, my father, and AV Unit 4 along with it. This news frightens the first branch that is housing Unit 3, and they ship it just like an unwanted child to an orphanage. This new fuckbot is getting shipped and will arrive shortly. This means that they'll need a new sacrifice. I mean pilot. Luckily for them, they know who their offering's gonna be. I sure hope we don't get baited with the Shamalama Ding Dong twist. Sucks for you, nerd, it's not him. Haha, don't you feel foolish. Gingy puffs out her chest. What chest? Like a gorilla ready to throw hands with Shinji after she realizes that he didn't bring his lunch money.
I care about your homework, that's no excuse! How dare you deprive me of my lunch!
Yeah, fuck that guy, am I right? Next you gotta tell me you didn't bring the strippers. We can't have a party without strippers. You did bring the strippers, right?
Oh look, class lovebirds are at it again.
Fuckboy calls them lovebirds and their face gets redder than that time my ass got slapped by a pole dancing clown with baseball bats for hands. I was on some other shit when I wrote this. They insist that they're not lovebirds even though that they kissed each other, so either they are indeed lovebirds, or it isn't gay to kiss the homies goodnight. Someone's lying in this situation.
Alright, so who's the child they picked up?
The two mills said that they abducted a child to be the new Ava pilot. I wonder who it is.
Here's McLovin, the 25-year-old Hawaiian organ donor.
That's the one? It had to be him?
No, you're not! It's the end of the day and Fuckboy has to deliver homework to E-Girl. Unnamed Girl 3 asked if she can accompany him on his journey to lay pipe, but got shafted for Shinji. Bro, you traded a threesome for a spit roast. I almost feel sorry for you. That's a lie. I think you're dumb. Hey, do you want to see my Pokemon card collection? The pizza guys arrive for the Devil's Triangle without the pizza.
Going into a girl's place without an invite is not a good idea.
Oh, trust me, Shinji is well aware. He's just hoping if he doesn't announce his presence, he gets another peek at the goods. Shinji, like the good little housewife that he is, decides to stick around and clean up. Oh, what an exhausting day for shopping around for tampons. That's what women do, right? I sure hope there isn't any men in my house. NANI? Blue Girl arrives home and isn't upset that she has some unwelcome visitors.
I just collected the trash for you.
Someone's getting laid tonight. Wait, that worked?
And how might you be?
Wait, what are you trying to do? I will speak to Miss Katsuragi and Dr. Akagi about this.
Guess I'll have to keep that mouth of yours busy.
How's work going? Any problems?
Ma'am, you have no idea. Someone tried to flush 7-foot shit down toilet and they look at me like it's my problem. I don't even know what this accent is anymore. It was supposed to be Italian. What happened? And I tell them, do you think I love working with shit so much that I would create more work for myself? I don't get paid enough for this shit. Fuckboy shares his infinite wisdom with Milfy and says that Nerf planned the destruction of the second branch in Unit 4. Just because. And we're forced to believe him.
Look up code 707.
707? Wait.
So are you aware that upside down on a calculator that spells LOL? I believe your credibility is questionable at best.
Till next time.
Sure thing, boss. Have tea with me. It'll be fun.
But I'm not a girl.
That's a good one. I'll give it to you. Sadly, I don't believe that comeback will work for you because, pussy. You know what would work better? I like you, but I'm a little too shy. I should stop relying on Bing to write my jokes.
Hey, let me show you something special.
It's his dick, run! He shows Shinji his melons. Wish that was a joke. It's a new day and Fuckboy's called to the principal's office because he's been a bad boy. Sorry, I got erotica on the mind. Gingy drops by Fuckboy's office to assassinate him or some shit, and discovers the identity of the new Ava pilot. She's not happy. Ava Unit 3 is being transported like Jesus because aerodynamics is a foreign concept. Checkmate, atheists! Mommy Milkers is about to tell Shinji the good news about the new Ava pilot, but waits long enough for the conversation to get interrupted without answers. Thank God, honestly, I thought I'd have to listen to a crucial conversation. Unnamed Girl 3 spills the tea and says that she has a thing for Fuckboy, and my care factor for their relationship has reached an all-time low. Shinji ponders who the new Ava pilot will be. Sure is a mystery, isn't it?
Wait, they haven't told you who it is yet?
Who is it?
No clue.
Just tell him for fuck's sake.
Are you always like this when Katsuragi isn't around?
Of course not. I should be ecstatic being able to spend the night together with you.
I wonder who's piloting it. Man, what if it's Toji?
Like that's ever gonna happen. Oh, Lord.
Abort the test. Break the circuit.
Robot finds out that you're not subscribed and the script says cream. I guess that's what happened, causing a nuclear holocaust. I feel like I'm missing something here. Shinji is called to stop Unit 3's rampage for more subscribers. If only there was something that you could do. Robot walks into frame ready to square up with Bitch Boy, and is considered to be the 13th angel, and to be killed on sight.
All units, ready for ground engagement.
Can't be.
An angel? That's an angel?
We aren't paying you to ask questions, we're paying you to fight shit. Kick his dick in.
That's an Ava!
And that's obvious.
There's someone in there, and they could be the same age as me. Probably a kid.
Wait, you still don't know? Unit 3's pilot
Your mum! Bro, it is fucking comical how many times Shinji almost found out. At this stage, I don't even think he'll ever find out. Not unless the plot demanded it. Robot turns off gravity and appears behind Blue Girl, mounts her and does a little bit of light splooging. Just like what I did to your mum. The goo causes Ray's arm pain, so logically they remove the useless appendage, surprising no one that causes more pain. Need a hand? I know I've made that joke before, fucking sue me. So Unit 3 walks away as if he finished the job.
You still left the other one, Phil! You've done half a job and you got a full smile.
Shinji watches as death slowly approaches him. Bitch Boy takes the pacifist route and doesn't attack. Good thing Unit 3 has no such beliefs against murder. Unit 3 does a 360 no-scope. Shinji fails the quick time event and gets fucking beamed. Unit 3 turns into Mr. Fantastic, flexible and gooey. That sounds like my kind of party. Shinji gets choked out and I wish that was me.
Lower nerve connection to 60%. Hurry up!
Lower nerve connection. This was an option the whole time? I have so many questions, but I think the most important question is, why is this enabled ever if turning it off is an option? When would pain ever be needed? And where is my father? Shinji still refuses to kill because he probably likes getting choked out too much. So Shinji is cucked and Unit 1 has full control to take questions and ask names later. Unit 1 pulls out an Uno reverse card and starts choking out the other robot. And I'll say it, Unit 1 is better without Shinji. Brave stance, I know.
Just get up close to your opponent. Maybe try a little smile to relax them. And then get in close. Take my hand, perhaps caress their face. Snap.
Unit 1 smashes the fuckbot into the floor and proceeds to turn the head into a freshly squeezed orange. Yummy. Unit 1 grips onto your mum's dildo and finishes the job that your father couldn't do. This is getting out of hand. Joke intended. What has the creator got against arms?
I let someone... Father... I told him to stop, but...
Jesus Christ, this took a turn. Show me on the door where he touched you. We discovered that the pilot is somehow still alive after that embarrassing loss. Who might this mysterious person be? Plot twist, it's fuckboy. Fucking got ya. Never question me again. Shinji is not happy with his development and proceeds to have a temper tantrum, and he refuses to get out of the robot and threatens to destroy HQ. You know, like a terrorist. Unfortunately, he failed to remember that they can fuck with the cabin pressure, causing enough pain for Shinji to get knocked out. In other words, torturing a child. Very cool. He's later removed and we cut to a less entertaining plot point, teen romance.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I'm just here for official business as the elected class representative. It's nothing more than that, really, I swear.
Cap, just tell him you want to jerk the ween already. Get it over and done with. Shinji is in prison on trial for eating crayons and sniffing glue, so Shinji does what Shinji does and runs away. Again.
I walk a lonely road.
So Shinji says goodbye to Mommy Milkers and says that he'll never pilot an Ava again. At this point of writing the script, I have no idea if he ends up becoming an Ava pilot again, but I'll bet my left nut that he does indeed become an Ava pilot again. If you think otherwise, you deserve to be thrown into the gulag. Right on cue, conveniently an angel shows up. What will Bitch Boy do now? It sure is a mystery. Nerve attempt to use projectiles because we all know that they have a 100% track record of working on angels. I didn't flop there, shut the fuck up. Yeah, it ends poorly. So they launch Shinji into danger and load up Rei into Unit 1, as it is better than Unit 0 because it still has both its arms. Unfortunately for plot convenience, she's now unable to sync with Unit 1. So they say fuck it and they launch her in the disabled robot. This can't go poorly. All is waiting around with his dick in his hands. Shinji watches as the city is destroyed.
I said I'd never pilot an Ava again.
You sure did. That was like 10 minutes ago. Good times. The angel massacres the human race and no one gives a shit. Shinji empties a clip into Sky Daddy, eating bullets like a fucking sponge.
Why won't you die already?
The words I said to myself 30 centimeters away from the mirror somehow makes it into the script. Shinji misses 90% of her rockets at a target that's at best 100 meters away. Shinji becomes an amputee and loses all prospects of becoming a famous juggler.
Look, you stupid bastard, you've got no arms left. What are you gonna do, bleed on me? I'm invincible!
So she charges in like a crackhead wanting a fix and loses her mind. So no head? Shinji, like the moody teen that he is, cries in a corner while the Amazon delivery driver delivers him head.
Unit 2 is too damaged to fight.
How's Asuka? She's alright. She's alive.
She sure as fuck shouldn't be alright, she got her fucking head cut off. How does that not cause her pain, let alone death? So they launch Unit 1 with an AI to control it, but the robot refuses it just like how women refuse meat. Shinji watches as his friends are killed and has a peaceful conversation with the Mole Man in the middle of a war zone.
What are you doing out here at a time like this?
I love to hear the screaming of the innocents. It's my character arc.
I decided to never pilot an Eva again.
And how's that working out for you? So they fired me for being a spy, so now I just farm melons.
I mean, resting my head on Misato's bosom would be nice too, but I want to be here when I die.
On a farm, face full of grade A titties. No, you're right. Yeah, you got your priorities straight. We get an exposition dump saying that if an angel touches Adam, the third impact will occur. Everyone will die, which is very unfortunate, but in the end, sacrifices do have to be made. Conveniently, Ray shows up next to Bitch Boy as he watches her attempt to receive 72 virgins. If she survives this, I'm calling cap. So after seeing that his friends have died, Shinji finds that this is the appropriate time to stop being a pussy and to get in the fucking robot.
No! The main shaft is totally exposed!
You can enter my shaft. Plot armor arrives and starts kicking dicks. What's with everyone losing arms? There's only so many hand jokes I can make before it starts becoming unfunny. Arguably, it wasn't even funny the first time. So Shinji waits for an elevator ride, grinds the angel's head up against a wall, gets launched out, ground pounds the angel, and attempts to rip its dick off. Sadly, Shinji ran out of power before he could finish. Am I right, fellas? We've all been there. High five. Shinji gets stabbed and bleeds more than my ass does after I eat Taco Bell. Plot armor kicks in, and the robot that, might I add, has no power, activates. It pulls its lover in closely to give it a kiss and kicks it away. Unit 1 attaches a piece of the angel onto its nub, and somehow regrows its arm back. I just don't understand why amputees just haven't considered that an option. You get no sympathy from me.
Unit 1 synchronization rate has topped over 400%!
Numbers, am I right?
She's awake.
Is she?
The deception! The betrayal, man, you deceived me!
The robot beams the shit out of the angel, crawls on all fours, and starts the healthy practice of cannibalism. The robot shows that it doesn't skip arm day and bulges out of its armor. What a fucking man.
Those are restraints we attach to keep the true powers of the Eva at bay.
Sure, but why? Why put restraints on them? You could have killed the angel so much easier without it. Am I missing something here?
Everything is beginning now.
We open up with a flashback taking place 15 years in the past. Nerva attempting to make an Eva, I'm assuming, and I believe this is the moment where Mummy Milkers becomes an orphan. Very cool. Present day, Mole Man attempts to call Mummy Milkers and gets left on red. Hashtag relatable.
One last job to do.
We hard cut to Mummy Milkers as she's being interrogated by the Men in Black for her involvement with the Mole Man. Apparently, he abducted a man and performed cock and ball torture on him. Unrelated, Boss Man's bottom bitch has just been abducted. They're making abduction sound easy. I mean, last time I tried to do an abduction, I got 7 years and my name is now on a list. My point is that I find this very unrealistic.
We have no intention to create a new god.
Bro, are you sure you aren't God? You sound like the voice in my head that sighs in disappointment every time that I JO. Also, I'm schizophrenic. Bottom bitch reads his erotic novel and says that it's a stimulating read.
Very stimulating read.
50 Shades of 50% off at Books R Us. We discover that the author is Bitch Boy's mother. And oh no, she's hot. Yet another tab on the list.
I haven't given too much thought to my future. I could always choose the domestic life, you know. That is, if I can find someone suitable.
You do end up doing that, but your idea of suitable is questionable. You married an evil supervillain. What, did you just phone it in that day? For possible love interest, we have a guy that looks like his name is Philip, and Balthazar, the destroyer of worlds. I guess he'll do. It's not like I'm getting any younger. Back to present day, and the Sith Council is telling us that Unit 1 has achieved transcendence.
Evangelion Unit 1 has attained an absolute existence.
The prophecy is true.
And they have no use for a god.
We've no use for a god.
Me when church.
Creation of a god is forbidden.
Bro, you still have angels to kill, and you have a god on your side. So like, what the fuck? Big Man number 5 is telling us that creating a god is illegal. What are you, my parole officer? Let the man transmute a fuck doll.
Moreover, we can't allow this god to fall into that man's hands.
The Sith Council doesn't believe that Boss Man will be able to use the power of God wisely. Well, yeah, no shit. Your alternative is the destruction of the human species. Let the man play dress up. Also, if this was a concern for you, why are you letting him run the place? Strip away his power. Just like how I stripped down your mother. So we take another trip down memory lane. If this happens again, you'll bring up my past trauma. I will cry. Boss Man just got released from prison, probably for neglecting a child. Bottom bitch finds out that his love interest is dating future Fire Lord Ozai. Surprisingly, he doesn't execute his right to freedom of expression. Expression being slapping a bitch.
Mr. Rokubungi and I have been in a relationship for some time. He can be very cute once you get to know him better.
Yada yada, boss man's in charge of an organization that's fucking around in the South Pole.
You again. Hello there. I'm amazed you're alive.
Marries a woman and takes her last name because he's a cuck. She isn't present because she's pregnant with a child that in the future this man will neglect. Boss man is being shady with the nature of this organization. Big whoop. Another flashback, several tears and an aneurysm later. Masato is the lone survivor of the second impact at the South Pole. Masato has collected a number of traumas from seeing everything in the area get nuked, her father turning into human charcoal, and a giant fucking kaiju. Eventful day. The United Nations tells the people of the world that they no longer have a South Pole because of a giant space rock.
But I could see through this lie. This was a blatant cover-up at work.
But bottom bitch sees right through this bullshit, much like the tapeworm in your asshole. See a doctor. Bottom bitch confronts boss man about his involvement in the second impact, and tells him that he'll go public with his information.
I will make it public how your group, Zile, and the Dead Sea Scrolls lurked in the shadows of the second impact.
So instead of killing him on the spot, Villain's got a monologue. So he takes him to his crawl space, and conveniently there's a giant empty hole there that they'll be able to make a bunker out of for the inevitable angel attack.
What is this? Wait, is this the giant?
We don't say giant.
Yeah bro, hold the racism. He has a name. His name is Trent. Trent has feelings too.
But this one is different.
If I had $1.
Born of Adam. This before you is Ava.
So yeah, they create Unit 0 out of the angel Adam.
We call it Ava Unit 0.
A prototype of a god.
Fuyutsuki, would you be interested in creating a new path for mankind's history?
So instead of killing the man that now knows all their secrets, they now offer him a job. It was that easy. Pencil Pusher has read the Mayan calendar and says that Armageddon will take place in 10 years.
Third impact will occur 10 years from now.
Not a joke. That happened.
And they've been warning me with subtle threats. They've made it clear they could rub me out in the blink of an eye.
A good old rub.
It seems they're uncomfortable with the amount of information I have.
Well yeah, no shit, they should have killed you. I don't understand. Why are you still alive? Me every time I wake up. Mama Bitch Boy's there because she's a test subject and she says that she doesn't want to leave because YOLO.
I will ride along with the currents.
What would you do?
Disrespect your surroundings!
Why is that child here?
I brought him with me.
But why, Yui? You knew that your experiment was today.
That's why he's here. I wanted to see that there's a bright future ahead of him.
Those were Ms. Yui's last words. A freak accident that day made her disappear from this world.
Freak accident? You said health insurance scam wrong.
After that day, Director Ikari was a changed man.
Hey, sexual harassment in the workplace. I can't have that happening. I'm gonna have to tell HR department about this one. Fast forward and Rei is now here to take a tour of the Death Star.
Oh, you brought your son today. A girl. Wait, I thought you had a little boy.
Yes, this is my child Shinji. New, better Shinji. Minji. That's a good one.
Hi there, Rei. It's nice to meet you.
Eat shit and die, skank. Woman does a background check on Rei, but just like my browser history, nothing was there. Wipes from this mortal realm of existence. We have a heart-to-heart with a mother and daughter. I hope this doesn't end poorly.
Good work today, dear.
Old hag, it's what the director calls you. That old hag is an incessant bother. That old hag is no longer useful.
There are plenty of replacements for you, Rei.
It's you.
For I am the great Cornholio!
Hey, what took you so long?
Mommy Milkers gets cornhole. Mommy Milkers gets cornhole. Mommy Milkers gets Mole Man's pre-recorded message, asking her to water his plants. And somehow, she knows that he has died. Bro just said water my plants and I'll tell you I love you later. Nothing about him possibly dying. I mean, she's right. Cunt's fucking dead. What are you, a fucking wizard?
It's wizard time, motherfucker! Fireball!
Bitch boy watches as woman cries and says, no thank you, I prefer to live today. Smart move, honestly.
There was nothing I could do.
Well, I mean, nothing you could do? I don't know much about women. That's blindingly obvious. I don't know, maybe like a pat on the back? You know? Like a dog? We arrive back to present day, or more accurately, back to last episode. This timeline is confusing me more than the mind of a woman. This is why from now on I'll pretend that it doesn't exist. Am I still talking about anime? I'll never tell. Bitch Boy's on a rampage for more subscribers. If only there was something you could do. Fucking do it or I'll kill your dog.
Everything is beginning now.
They assess both the Avas and come to the conclusion that they are both fucked. Somehow they were able to get Unit 1 back in its shoebox looking like me after my lobotomy surgery by a doctor that goes by, Doctor, it all went wrong.
Foolhardily tampering with it, not knowing how it could react? Reminds me of you, Miss Katsuragi.
The Sith Council talk about how fucked the situation is, and they blame it on not putting a bell around Dr. Evil's neck.
This is all because we didn't have a bell around Ikari's neck.
Catgirl fetish confirmed. Caught in 4K.
Gotta say, this was an unexpected development.
You're telling me it's an unexpected development that you're still alive. Dr. Evil says that it was an oopsie that Unit 1 became sentient, so they decided to put it in the timeout corner until further notice, just like what I did to my wife. Also, Bitch Boy wasn't in the fuckbot, he's missing, and Father of the Year was like, "Son? I don't even know what a son is. Is it a pasta dish? I'm old." Science team is unable to open the robot's plug hole, but is able to take a look inside.
Patching through to the main display.
Shinji has become soup.
He's been assimilated into Unit 1.
What does that mean? What exactly is an Eva?
All I can say is that it's a human, or something resembling a human, created by human beings.
That's amazing that you were able to make a sentence that made no sense and explained nothing. Gold sticker for you. Science Woman says that it's Unit 1's will to keep Shinji as a liquid. That way he's more digestible to consumers.
Fix this, damn it!
I'm still alive.
Yeah, shock to me too. Last time we saw you were attempting to receive 72 virgins by blowing yourself up. So I ask again, what the fuck?
Fine! So she was uninjured, I got that!
And you're alive too. I'm so happy for you. The women have arrived to theorize how to change Shinji from a liquid to a solid.
In other words, Shinji has transformed into a state that is indiscernible to the human eye.
Yes.
Go on, shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer.
Suspended in a quantum state.
Thus, this salvage operation will involve reconstructing his physical body and then embedding his psyche within it.
We get a Shinji monologue about him being confusion and a PowerPoint presentation about how to give people seizures.
What is this?
Shinji has a wet dream about women without nipples, as they tell him they want to be one with him. This went on for a full minute, allowing me to shed enough tears to fill the cum jar.
It's something that feels really good. Come on, don't worry. Just let your heart go.
They attempt to revive him, but Shinji refuses to leave his wet dream.
Don't you want to come back, Shinji? I don't know.
The fuckbot is disgusted that Shinji is soiling his panties and ejects him just before he could finish, spilling Shinji juice all over the floor. Mommy Milkers unlocks a new trauma. Emotional damage. Shinji has another dream, this time about the smell of his mother and the time he got to suck on some titties. Masato continues to cry as Shinji is assembled and splooged out of dreamland because the plot needs to proceed. Who cares if it doesn't make sense? Here is your wet nude newbar boy that you ordered. Now leave me alone. Unit 1 has been fixed and will be complete in a day. In the meantime, my Milkers fucks the mole man.
What are you trying to jam into me?
This is my pee-pee. This is my pee-pee. This is my pee-pee. This is my pee-pee. This is my pee-pee.
We get a flashback of Shinji having a romantic picnic with a concerningly older gentleman.
I'm sure there'll be a long line of guys begging to be your boyfriend when you get to Japan.
He rejects the 14-year-old girl and says that she'll be drowning in dick and balls once she arrives in Japan. That didn't happen.
I'm not interested in some dumb little kids.
But she says that she doesn't have an interest in children. Brave stance. She makes her move smoother than my dick and balls after I apply a bottle of lotion on a lonely Friday night.
Ask me to kiss you and do other things too!
You should wait until you've grown up before you get into that stuff.
I've grown up more than enough to be with you. I'm an adult! An adult! An adult!
If you're an adult, then I'm a middle-aged woman wanted for war crimes. Dream big, accomplish nothing.
It's cruel to leave behind a young daughter by committing suicide.
We learn that Jinji's mother committed game end. Or did she?
Well, there are other factors that might be at play.
She keeps talking to that doll, thinking it's her daughter.
She appears to be mentally ill, but still more stable than my bowel movements in comparison. I have a bad case of diarrhea.
Asuka's synchronization rate. It keeps dropping even further.
This is conveniently only affecting Jinji now, and her ability to sync with the robot is becoming a problem. So, if you're wondering, no, we would not be able to pilot a robot because we're all fucked in the head. You especially. Did you take your pills today? You sad bitch.
We'll have to give priority to repairing Ray's Unit 0. Right now, we don't have the resources to repair both simultaneously.
From this new development, the science team decide to give up on Jinji and focus their efforts and time onto Ray in Unit 0.
They've started construction of Ava units through number 13.
Luckily, they won't need Jinji for much longer because they've started construction on 9 new Avas and defeated 90% of the Angels with only 4 episodes left. You're probably asking what's the fucking point, and I'm asking, when does my misery end? Some questions will never be answered. Jinji gets a call from her dead mother.
It's an international call from Germany, Asuka.
My mother? You know, she's not my real mother.
Turns out she's adopted. I'm glad someone wanted her. Jinji has a teenage moment and makes me want to commit war crimes. It's a new day and Gingy's ability to sync with the robot has gotten worse. In other words, her mental state has gotten worse. The running theory, as Mummy Milkers puts it,
Asuka's on the second day of her period. Is that why it's so low?
Sync rates are not dependent on superficial physiological states.
apparently that was the wrong answer, and I'm calling bullshit.
Why am I stuck with this crap just because I was born a woman? And I absolutely don't want children anyway.
Honestly, who does? It's a pussy, not a clown car. We sit in silence for a full minute as we commemorate the death of my love life. And believe it or not, this ends with Gingy autistically screaming. Maybe Unit 2 is finally fixed and Gingy starts giving out orders to the robot as if it was its problem they failed.
Don't forget, you're my doll, so you have to follow my orders. Just do everything exactly how I tell you to do it and don't complain.
I would if I could. Bitch.
Luckily an angel shows up so we no longer have to witness the effect of mommy issues. The angel is camping up in space waiting for the perfect opportunity to 360 no-show some preteens. That sounded worse than I intended.
In any case, we don't have many options until the target enters our effective attack range.
Unfortunately, the Rugrats have to wait for Big Daddy to make the first move, and that sounded even worse. I'm on a roll.
Launch Unit 0, prep for extreme long-distance sniping. Unit 2 and Asuka will stand by for launch as backup support.
Me? Support?
The game plan is to launch Rey into the battlefield with a sniper. But Gingy doesn't like this plan and starts running out onto the battlefield like an autistic child at a toy store. The nerd team don't like how Gingy does whatever she wants and talks about replacing her. Hopefully her replacement is someone who's less ginger. Oh, also they're refusing to launch Unit 1 because, well, you know. Literally the most sane person here, let's be honest.
If I fail this time, I'm sure they'll take me off Unit 2. You can't fail this mission, Asuka.
I don't know the outcome, but I have $100 on her failing. Literally a second later, we're treated to Christian hymns. Why? I don't know, but the angel decides to attack Gingy with psychological warfare, as if it knew that Gingy was currently vulnerable to it. It's almost as if it read the script. Gingy freaks the fuck out more than my therapist does after I mention that I have a collection of toaster bath bombs, and blows her load too early, lowering her accuracy stat to -3.
Fired, and then it fired, and I missed. This went on for several hours.
I fired. I hit something, but it wasn't what I was going for, so I guess I missed.
Unit 2 has expended all its rounds!
Stop it! Stay out! Don't come into me!
I'm not doing the obvious joke. I'm above that. Rey carries the team and takes the shot, and that's what she said. Fuck. It was a verbal tick, I swear. Turns out that they didn't penetrate deep enough, and their blast wasn't very effective. It's normally not like this, I swear.
Is it possible the angel's trying to understand the human mind?
What on earth led you to that conclusion? Bro was just trying to traumatize a child. We've all done it.
Please, Asuka, sweetie. Please die with me.
No thank you. Double it and give it to the next person. With 0 options left to fuck up the angel, they use their secret weapon, the Spear of Vaginas that is currently impaling Jesus. So Rey pulls up and pegs Sky Daddy, resulting in the death of my hopes and dreams.
And what happened to the spear?
Bro, you told us to throw it at the space bird. It's now in another fucking solar system. The fuck you mean?
Recovery would be virtually impossible.
Impossible? Bro, we have a better chance at finding a milk carton kid. Gingy is disappointed that she's lost again, and I'll now be taking that $100 you owe me. Pay up, you cheap bitch, we had a bet.
It was unavoidable.
Unavoidable? You should try to make your excuses sound more convincing.
The Sith Council is displeased that they used their trump card, and I agree with them honestly, it wasn't even their final boss. I bet this is gonna be a problem later on. You up for another bet?
We will finish this later.
Luckily, Boss Man has received a call telling him that Jesus is arisen, allowing him to skip church that day and to sin for Jesus so I didn't die for nothing. Jesus is looking a little bit more circular than I would have imagined. So they launch E-Girl and Gingy, and let's be honest, removing one from the equation would net the same result.
I suppose we shouldn't make the first move then.
I'm sorry, but here's some advice. Always make the first move or else nothing will happen. I'm sorry, are we still talking about killing an angel? Felt that one.
Wait, is that angel aggressively attempting to make first contact?
So the phallic object is forcibly infecting Rey, just like how I forcibly infect my mind with scenarios where people like me. Whatever it's doing, it looks like Rey is enjoying it, and I'm feeling very uncomfortable.
Launch Ava Unit 2 now!
Anyway, Teen Depression is here to help. First off, I don't think she wants help.
Corruption by target continuing!
Secondly, what the fuck do you think you're gonna do? You're useless at best and pointless at worst. She's having performance issues and accomplishes nothing. Just like me in bed.
She is just a sitting duck like that.
Kablam! You're gonna wanna get.
Rey has a pleasure moment.
I sense somebody here other than myself.
And speaks to the man in the mirror. This is an angel, and it's asking if they could become one.
Don't you want to become one with me? No, but it's too late. It's already begun.
She wakes up crying, hashtag me too. I don't think that's the right hashtag for that scenario. So Ray digivolves into a Charizard and Bitch Boy is finally allowed to spread some cheeks, and Gingy sits there crying because he didn't come and spread some cheeks for her when she needed saving. Bitch Boy wrestles with the wee and grips on tight as it slowly infects him. He attempts a circumcision and stabs it. Not sure what's worse honestly, the botched circumcision or the fact that Ray screamed in pain.
You're hurting me, Shinji.
Demon Ray appears from the tip and String Cheese Ray has an epiphany that she wants to be, and I quote, one with Shinji.
Is this what's inside my heart? I want to be one with Shinji.
I think you said beer goggles weird, because I don't believe anyone wants to be one with Shinji. Bitch Boy gets a hug from a naked woman, saves some pussy for the rest of us, Ray pinches it off and gets fucking impregnated, and the fetus pulls off fuck this shit I'm out. Unit 0 transforms into a naked woman and fucking implodes, killing all the citizens of the city for the third time.
The target is gone.
They find Ray's body in better condition than those women that I killed in 2003, and they're told to dispose of the evidence, unlike what I did. And if we get a plot twist telling us that she's somehow still alive, I'll be taking that toaster bath.
I wish there was more I could do.
Mommy Milkers tries to comfort Bitch Boy as he rejects her advances.
I wonder if he's afraid of women. No, he's afraid of getting close to others.
Bossman visits Ray's test tube to pay his respects.
What did you just say? Shinji! Ayanami!
Well, it's been real. What the fuck is this horseshit?
I don't know. It's probably because I am the third one.
What kind of cryptic shit does that mean? Can I be cryptic too? Bro, I'm not happy that Ray survived. Don't get me wrong, best fucking character, but what's the fucking point? You could kill everyone and I'll be like, okay, let's skip the bullshit, when do they come back?
Ikari, Chairman Keel and the others won't be happy if they find out Ray survived.
Anyway, Science Woman is naked in front of the Sith Council for no reason. You get no more context than that. I no longer give a shit. That Ray thing really pissed me off. Bitch Boy is no longer on house arrest. Wasn't even aware that he was in the first place, but okay, let's move on. Woman tries to unlock a door and gets a gun in the back. After Mole Man was killed or fired, I don't know which one happened, I'm still very much unaware of what happened, Mummy Milkers decides to fill in. Now she wants to know the secrets. So they decide to play Truth or Dare without the dare. Also, Bitch Boy is here to ruin the fun. They arrive at the depths to discover Ray's childhood room.
This is just like Ayanami's room. This is Rei Ayanami's room.
How homely. Didn't know you specifically made an appearance in the show. Good for you. They find a sacrificial pit of failed Ava projects, and allegedly this is where Bitch Boy's mother disappeared. Oh look, there's Wally.
This is what the dummy plug is made of?
I will reveal the truth to you.
I would hope so, that's why we're here. Bro, you promised the truth. All I have is more questions and concerns, honestly. Okay, how the fuck do I explain this shit? Okay, first off, these are dummies and not fuck dolls. There was a god, humans tried to enslave it, God wasn't happy, and just like the real god, disappeared. Plot twist, they make a new god and it's Adam Sandler. You know, the thing being fucking crucified. So they made a human from Adam. She said human, but she meant Ava.
They made a human from Adam. That was Ava.
The robots are fucking humans. Not literally fucking humans. Just like these dummies, Avas don't have souls at first.
Originally, Avas didn't have human souls. Souls were embedded in them.
Turns out Ray the test tube baby is an Ava. Question mark? And she was the one that was born with a soul.
The only one with a soul was Ray.
Woman dislikes Ray and massacres her more than once, committing multiple accounts of manslaughter. That was some heavy law force feeding. Enough of that. Back to the funnies.
I destroyed property.
Please look at me! Please, Mommy!
Bro, I still had 3 more guesses on that hangman. This game's fucking rigged. Gingy ran off and caught depression about no one wanting her. Hashtag relatable. They finally find her after 7 days, looking more dehydrated than Sponge Robert and Patricus. Also, Gingy's replacement is arriving today. Isn't the only person arriving today, if you know what I mean. Woman is confronted about killing children and as a defense says that her cat died. L. She reflects and gives a real answer, and I wish we just left it at the dead cat.
Because I no longer feel any joy in your embrace. Why don't you do what you want with me? With my body, just like before?
Surprisingly, the city was actually destroyed this time. All the other battles that they had in the city was just a minor inconvenience. It's amazing what a nuke can do on its second attempt. Don't say it. Just ask Nagasaki. This is why people think I'm an arsehole. I get it. Shinji has said that his friends have moved away, but my working theory is that they're buried under 50 feet of rubble. Conveniently, Bitch Boy cries about having no friends, and any holes a goal enters his life. He introduces himself and says that he's now the new Ava pilot. He attempts to seduce Shinji, and it works. Turns out he's a mystery man sent from the Sith Council. Nerve delete all the information about him except for his date of birth, i.e. the day that angels arrived and turned the world into their bitch. What a convenient day of birth. This surely can't be related to anything. They hook up Shinji's boyfriend into Unit 2, and his ability to sync up with with the robot is more impressive than my body count. -3. They said it couldn't be done, but who's laughing now? Wizard Boy bumps into Igor on the hallway and says that they have something in common, that being that they both look like humans. Very impressive. Shinji waits for his boyfriend and they continue the conversation in the shower.
Would you rather I didn't come?
No, it's not that I mind it.
Annie pulls a goal, makes a move, and Shinji gets a boner. The lights go out and Shinji was cucked by electricity.
We gotta go to bed.
With you?
Luckily, this doesn't change much as Manlips tells Shinji he's a delicate boy.
You're worthy of my grace.
Your grace?
I'm saying I like you.
They proceed to go back to Shinji's place for a wrestling match.
I was thinking that perhaps I was born just so that I could meet you.
Bossman talks about how the final angel will arrive shortly and has discovered that he has contracted Ligma. Side note, this pretty much goes nowhere. So your guess is as good as mine as to what Cumtow he got that fetus from, and why.
Why am I alive again?
I was gonna make a joke about this is what I say to myself, but then the question confused me. Gay Boy has a meeting with the Sith Council. Turns out he isn't gay. He's Adam. Well, Adam's soul. And his physical self is the hand fetus. Mummy Milker spies on Adam Sandler and gets no information, and oh no! He's noticed her. She talks about how his abilities are impossible and confronts Woman about this. Woman believes that he's the final angel. Thanks for filling us in now that he's about to commit war crimes. Oh, look what you've done.
Where's Asuka?
She's in room 303. We verified it.
This is not an error. It's an angel.
How could that be? An angel? That boy's an angel?
Welcome back to 3 seconds ago. Sith Council go, haha, I hope they're ready. I guess they did this because they want them to hurry up and kill the angels for them already. I guess. I don't know, man, eat a dick. Bitch Boy finds out that his boyfriend is an angel.
That's a lie! It must be!
And he's upset that he has to kill his butt buddy. Daddy Issues is now fucking pissed and ready to power bottom the angel boy.
You betrayed me, just like father!
Bitch Boy fights with Fuckbot 2 and descends into the crawl space, where Adam Sandler's body lays. Boy Wonder talks about Adam and realizes that he's been double-crossed, just like Jesus. What he's looking at isn't Adam.
Lilith? So that's it. That's your plan, Lilith.
This is Lilith, the creator of humanity, according to the first linked wiki article I found on Bing. But where is Adam? Adam is the hand fetus. Bitch Boy kills Unit 2 and grips onto Angel Boy as he thanks him for stopping him. He doesn't care if he dies, and I can't make a depression joke, because he isn't depressed. He just simply doesn't give a shit. This truly is a sad day. Bitch Boy waits a whole minute as he decides what to do. In the end, he murders his boyfriend. So no head. Episode 25 and most of 26 is basically filler, where all characters talk about how depressed they are, and what they want, i.e. to be loved and shit. We get it, so I'll spare you this existential crisis about your father not loving you.
He was another person just like me.
No! He was an angel!
Is that why you killed him?
It fell in the toilet.
They defeat the final angel, and now that everything is done, the main cast have time to reflect on themselves for 1.5 episodes. It's mostly just a therapy session and a fever dream. Bitch Boy watches Mommy Milker's sex tape and gets upset. I know the whole point you watching this is for me to explain the shit to you, but bro, I'm just here to make some piss and shit jokes. Let's just go with Shinji and Masato's heart saw her do the deed. Sure, and now you have even more questions. I don't care. Oh, and we find out Fuckboy's actually a nice guy and Mummy's a hoe.
I'm tired of the me pretending to be clean and pretty. I want to be soiled. I want to see myself dirty.
Dirty hoe? I'm sorry, baby. I love you.
Are you afraid to sleep alone? So sleeping by yourself makes you feel lonely, huh?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the definition of being alone. Stop roasting me, cunt.
Don't abandon me.
Don't cast me aside.
Don't kill me.
Bro, I'm not a psychiatrist. This is a sperm bank. I think you have the wrong building.
It's clear to me now that other people make up parts of my heart.
That's correct, Shinji Ikari.
You just now figured that out?
Bitch Boy realizes that he's not himself without other people and a Snickers. Once he learned his lesson, he snapped back to reality.
But on the surface, he looks calm spaghetti.
Well, that's what I would say, but somehow Shinji's mother is still alive. I can see where he got his plot armor from. So from my understanding, the past 25 episodes was a timeline where they were able to win but ended up depressed. And now we're watching a new timeline where things are better, with the possibility for a better outcome. If you disagree with me, you're gay! Cut to someone debunking that film theory I have. Also, I'm a little bit confused of why Rei is here. She was created because Shinji's mother died, so they made a clone of her or some shit. I don't know. Now she's here being all cute and shit with a personality. So what the fuck? This really is a mystery.
I'm really sorry, but it was nice running into you!
Mommy Milker's Tokyo drifts in a school zone and disregards the safety of others. Nice callback. Turns out she's a teacher in this timeline, so somewhere along the line she's made a bad decision, leading her to a shit-paying job.
I see. This is a world as well. A possibility that's inside me.
You just got debated. This isn't real, just like my will to live.
I'm dishonest. A coward. A snake.
I'm a slithery little sneaky snake.
But still, maybe I could change and like myself.
So Shinji learns a lesson to perceive the world differently or some shit.
It's okay for me to be here in this world.
Congratulations.
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 Suck my fucking dick, dude. In conclusion, Neon Genesis is shit, and Sword Art Online is based. Now fuck off.